bring her back to life. Every inch tells a story of decades lost to the sea. We need to document the damage before we move. Securing the lines. This is where the heavy lifting begins. She's stubborn, but we're getting through. Almost there.
Boom! The first step is the hardest. Now, let's see what we're dealing with on the surface.
There she is, the USS Nimitz. Time to bring this legend back to her former glory.
Documenting every fracture. We can't miss a single detail if we want her to sail again.
Out with the old, in with the new. This sludge has been here for decades.
Steady now. Moving a creature this size requires absolute precision. One wrong move and we're in serious trouble. Keep your eyes on the lines.
Systems check in progress. We're monitoring the structural integrity in real time as the water levels drop. Everything needs to stay green.
Look at this. Decades of neglect. The ocean really took a bite out of her. We've got more holes here than a block of Swiss cheese.
Marking the critical zones. This section needs a complete overhaul. If it's marked yellow, it's getting replaced. No compromises.
Clear the area. We're setting up the perimeter for the heavy machinery. This is the no-go zone until the scaffolding is up.
Survey, dewatering, then the real work begins. We're targeting these red zones first. They're the most vulnerable.
Blasting away the past. We need a clean surface to see what we're really dealing with. It's like peeling back the layers of history. The pressure is on. We're stripping away years of neglect to find the solid steel hidden beneath all this decay. These barnacles are like concrete. It takes real muscle and the right tools to clear the view and see what's left of the frame. Clean first, then inspect. We can't afford to miss a single crack or weak spot in this giant's armor. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. We're sucking out the muck from the very belly of the creature.
One shovel at a time. We're lightening the load and preparing the interior for the real restoration work.
Decontaminating the halls. Safety is the priority before the rest of the crew can move back in to start the rebuild.
Fresh air coming through. Proper ventilation is the lifeline when you're working deep inside these steel holes.
Ventilation is live. We're pumping fresh life into this old giant, clearing out decades of stagnant air and fumes. Safety first. This area is compromised, marking it NO step so nobody takes a plunge through the rusted floor during the night shift. Capturing every scar. These photos are the digital blueprint for our restoration, documenting every inch of decay before we start the heavy work. Deep in the belly of the creature. Even the pipes tell a story of neglect, but we're here to rewrite the ending and bring the systems back online. Walking through history, this corridor has seen better days, but soon it'll be as good as new. Every flake of paint tells us about the environment inside.
The digital twin doesn't lie. We've mapped the corrosion hotspots from the survey. Red means urgent, and we've got a lot of red to deal with.
Found another one. This weld is failing under the stress, marking it for the repair crew. No shortcuts when it comes to structural integrity.
Whoa, look at this crater. The flight deck took a real beating. I'm getting the exact dimensions now. This isn't just a patch job, it's a surgical reconstruction.
Time for some high-tech magic. This 3D scanner captures every millimeter of the bulkhead. We're building a digital ghost of the ship to find the hidden rot.
Scraping away the past. This valve is a mess of rust and salt. I'm marking the danger zones where the metal has worn.
The ship's X-ray is in. See these red spots? That's where the hull is paper thin. We connect these zones first, or she'll never float again.
Fresh armor for the giant. These steel plates are the ship's new skin. I'm checking for even the smallest flaw. Only the best for the Nimitz. Connecting the dots. I'm mapping out the damage on the hull like a giant puzzle. Every mark tells the welders exactly where to perform their magic. Marking the red zones. If it says no step, you better believe it. We're defining the boundaries of the rebuild. Flash on. In these dark corridors, my camera is the only thing that sees the truth. Every crack tells a story of decades at sea.
Beep, beep. 15 millimeters. That's too thin. The ultrasonic doesn't lie. This plate is going to the scrap heap.
Digital surgery. I'm painting the ship's future on this screen. Red for the scars we heal, green for the strength we keep.
A marker and a keen eye. I'm looking for the tiniest fractures in these steel bones. If it's not perfect, it's not finished. Find the gap. This flight deck has seen better days, but we're measuring every inch to make it flat and fast again.
Scanning the soul of the ship. This laser creates a digital twin, ensuring every new part fits like a glove.
Heart of the propulsion. These propellers are massive, but even a tiny barnacle can throw off the balance. Clean and mean. Time for a digital checkup. This 3D scan is like an X-ray for the ship, showing us exactly where the metal is getting dangerously thin. X marks the spot, but in this case, it's the spot that needs a brand new plate of high-strength steel. No room for error here.
Red means danger, green means good to go. Looks like we've got some serious work to do in the bilge section. That's a lot of red.
Translating digital data back to the master plan. Precision is everything when you're rebuilding a legend. Every millimeter counts.
Sometimes the old-fashioned way is the only way. You've got to clear out the junk to see the real damage hiding underneath.
Documenting every single inch. This fitting has definitely seen better days, but we're gonna make it stronger than the day it was launched.
All right, team, here's the epic confrontation plan. Phase 1 targets these critical red zones along the keel. Let's get to work and bring her back to life. Time for some heavy-duty surgery. Every one of these holes is a weak point we need to excise before she can sail again.
Cutting through steel like butter. This is where the real transformation begins. Out with the old, damaged bone.
Out with the old. That's tons of history being hauled away to make room for the future of this vessel.
Precision is everything in this business. If it's not perfect to the millimeter, it's not going on my ship.
A little persuasion goes a long way. We're fitting the new skin of the Nimitz, piece by painstaking piece.
Fusing the future. These welds will hold against the toughest oceans on Earth. She's becoming whole again.
Looking good. The hull is starting to look like a fortress again. No more leaks, no more weaknesses. Flight deck is coming back online. Soon, she'll be launching birds again, stronger than the day she was commissioned. Every plate is a piece of a 90,000-ton puzzle. Precision isn't just a goal. It's the only way you rebuild a legend like the Nimitz.
The arc of the weld is where the strength returns. We're fusing the past with a future that's built to never break, no matter the storm.
Miles of seams, thousands of welds. Each one has to be perfect to hold back the powerful force pressure of the deep blue. We don't do good enough here. Gravity wants to pull that molten steel down, but we've got the technique to make it stay. It's an art form written in iron and fire. Seeing through the steel now. If there's a single bubble or a microscopic crack, this sensor will find it. No secrets allowed in this hull.
It's tight, it's hot, and it's loud. But this is the skeleton of the ship. If the bones aren't right, the whole lady falls apart.
Rudder is the ship's will. We're making sure she answers the helm with the same sharp bite she had the day she first tasted salt. The flight deck is where the real action happens. We're laying down the foundation for the next generation of aviators to touch the sky. This isn't just paint, it's a government agency. This textured coating is the first line of defense against the relentless salt of the ocean. Precision is everything. If this layer is too thin, the rust wins. If it's too thick, it could crack. We aim for perfection. Installing these sea chests and valves is like giving the ship its lungs. Everything has to be airtight and ocean ready. Now we start the transformation. This dark base coat is the foundation for the iconic gray look of the US Navy. The island is the brain of the ship. Giving it a fresh coat of haze gray makes it look like it just rolled out of the shipyard.
This red paint is special. It's anti-fouling, designed to keep barnacles and algae from hitching a ride on our hull.
The final coat. This is the face the world sees. It represents strength, readiness, and the hard work of thousands. And there she is, the USS Nimitz, hull number 68. She's got her name back, and she's looking better than ever.
Green across the board. We're not just moving, we're gliding. This ship is officially back in business.
Wait, these fuel numbers are a bit wonky. Let's tweak the trim and squeeze out every drop of efficiency. Precision is everything.
All right, team, let's dial it in. 5% adjustment on the set point. Watch those gauges like hawks. We want this lady stable and steady.
Look at that bow. She's slicing through the ocean like a hot knife through butter. Pure, unadulterated power.
The legend returns. The USS Nimitz is back where she belongs, ruling the waves. Mission accomplished, team.
Structural integrity, 100%. Systems, all systems go. We didn't just fix a ship, we reborn a Titan.
Sent. She's ready for whatever the ocean throws at her. From a wreck to a warrior, what a journey. Fair winds and following seas, old girl. Go show them what a real aircraft carrier looks like. See you on the next horizon.